At the BERC Group, we've had a lot of conversations recently about the idea of how these educational concepts, curriculum, instruction, and assessment, these different elements of education, interact with each other and the role that they each play in student learning. So what I'm going to do for the next few minutes is kind of show, diagram our thinking, my thinking around how these relate to each other and what role they play in student learning. So here we go. First of all, we have our students, right? And we have a lot of vested parties who care about what these students learn. These could be the parents. That's a big one. And the community. They could be public officials, including public educators, saying what we want our kids to know and be able to do. They could be the business community, saying these are the skills and the knowledge that we need in the business world to have effective employees. I'll put a little teacher here. These are the vested parties, and they're saying this is what we need our kids to know in order to be effective, in order to be contributors to society, right? That could be math, that could be science, right? That could be reading and writing, it could be the arts, it could be critical thinking or other skills. What they say we want our kids to know to be effective members of society, right? And so what the states have done is they say, all right, well, all of this stuff that we want them to know, we need to lay out in the right pace, in the right order, and really describe what it is that we want our kids to know by the time they graduate and throughout their years in school. And that's what needs to be in our textbooks. That's what needs to be in our textbooks and in videos and in online courses and on iPads, you know. This stuff, which is dictated by what we want and is spelled out in this is the curriculum. And what we'll do is we'll, because we don't know what this is, we're going to create state tests. These are the assessments that shows what our kids know. Kids do this, shows they learn that. That's what we want, based on the curriculum. Well, who administers the curriculum to the kids so that they can take the test to show what they know? That would be the teachers, the instructors. Instruction. It's the teacher, the instructor, takes the curriculum, gives it to the students, take the tests, show what they know. And this relationship, teacher instructing the curriculum to the students who take the test to show what they learned, pass the test, great. This model, this diagram, this understanding is the rather common understanding of what the educational process is. And in fact, even in conversations I've had with other educators, this is their framework and their worldview as well. I mean, I've had a teacher say to me, I disagree with the way our district teaches writing. Well, what that's saying is that I, as the instructor, don't like what our district has dictated about the curriculum that I have to teach the kids and what they learn, for what they learn. It's this model. But our research and our understanding is that this is not how kids learn. We still have the kids. We still have the kids. We still have the vested parties. We still have what we want them to learn, what we think they need to learn. And because this is intangible, it's what's in their heads, and it's what they're able to do, we need to have something tangible for them to do that shows their level of learning, their level of understanding. For them to show this, we need to represent that with an assessment. And we still need to have a guide to what this is. We still need to have a structure, and we still need to have textbooks, and we still need to have support materials that all align with what we want them to know, and that's the curriculum. But the direct interaction with the students is the teacher. This is the instruction. It's the curriculum supporting the teacher. It's the interactions that the teacher has with the students, the questions that they ask, the responses and interactions the students have with the teacher, what they have with each other, the work that they do together, the situation that the teacher creates that allows the children to discover and have these aha moments, have the light bulb go off, have the dendrites grow. This is where this happens. It's not the direct interaction with the curriculum with the students, and it's not the testing. It's the interaction between the teacher and the students. This is where the actual learning takes place. The test is just showing whether or not this happens. The curriculum should align with this and should support what the teacher is doing with the students, right? And so, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where the actual learning takes place, and as a result, everything that we do around trying to get student learning should be about supporting this interaction, teacher and students together in the classroom. Parents and the community can be supporting the children so that they're more ready to learn when they arrive in class. The schools and government and districts should be supporting the teachers through collaboration and professional development so that they're in the best place to be supported and to be most knowledgeable on how to most effectively foster this student learning. Same with the business community and the community at large, supporting this interaction and supporting the curriculum. But it's not, the curriculum, and to a certain extent, dictates the what but not the how. If this isn't working, it's not going to be a change in curriculum or an improvement in curriculum that most directly impacts the student learning. Just like it's not going to be the assessment that most impacts the learning. It might impact how effectively we're measuring the learning and effectively what it is we want them to know and at what pace and structure, but the actual learning is going to be here. The assessments can actually support the understanding of what the kids still need to know, where the gaps are, and the curriculum can help support and make the situations more tangible, more applicable, more relevant to the students, more conceptual for the students, so that the teacher has a better foundation with which to actually inspire this learning. But this is where the interaction takes place. Now at the BERC Group, we've done a lot of research on effective teaching practices and effective instruction that aligns with student achievement. And so this interaction is highly aligned with what we see as being effective teaching practices. We call that powerful teaching and learning. And this is what the focus is. Not the curriculum, not the assessment, but right here, the teaching and learning in the classroom that actually results in student learning.